Responsive feeding, baby-friendly feeding tips. When should babies be fed? Pay attention to your baby's facial expressions and reactions to determine if they are hungry. Once you notice your baby's hunger cues, feed them right away. Forget about strict schedules. They will tell you when it's feeding time. Feed them quickly to avoid agitation. This is called responsive feeding. It means feeding your babies according to their needs and following their feeding pace to let them decide how much food to eat. Responsive feeding fosters mutual loving and trusting parent-baby relationships. It also helps to build baby's sense of security and promotes healthy brain development. The best way to feed babies responsively is to understand their feeding cues. When babies start feeling hungry, they show early hunger cues, such as stirring after waking, smacking their lips, turning their head from side to side and opening their mouth. If not fed, they will progress to showing mid-hunger cues, such as sucking their hands or moving their arms and legs to show you how hungry they are. Babies who haven't been fed yet will become agitated and start crying. If you notice late hunger cues like this, soothe your babies before feeding. Babies are easier to feed when calm. The best time to feed them is during early hunger cues. Feeding isn't just about nutrition, it's also a precious opportunity to bond with your babies. Feeding helps you understand each other. When feeding, your babies will feel safest when held close. Talk gently while looking into their eyes. Intimate interactions help stabilize emotions. Always feed your babies by yourself if possible. If you need others to feed your babies, ensure they follow the same feeding practices. How to bottle feed babies. Wash your hands before feeding. Sit on a chair with a firm back and tuck a cushion under your elbow. Hold your babies close in a semi-upright position. Make them feel comfortable by supporting their head and neck with your elbow. Cradling your babies in a semi-upright or semi-reclined position ensures they can breathe and swallow smoothly and comfortably. This also allows you to see your baby's facial expressions and reactions better, making it easier to understand and follow their feeding pace and rhythm. Before feeding, test the milk temperature on the inside of your wrist. Let your baby see the feeding bottle so they know it's meal time. When they open their mouth, gently insert the teat. If their mouth won't open, don't try and force the teat inside. Instead, gently brush the teat against their upper lip. Once their mouth opens wide, they can draw on the teat more easily. Keep the bottle horizontal or just slightly tipped to ensure the tip of the teat is filled with milk, and they can feed smoothly at their own pace. Don't over-tilt the bottle or the milk will flow too quickly and they may choke. Over-tilting will also make baby take in too much milk. As the milk inside the bottle runs lower, slightly tipping the bottle further until the tip of the teat fills with milk will prevent them from swallowing too much air, which may cause spitting up. Rising air bubbles in the milk as you feed indicates that your babies are sucking from the bottle properly. While babies suck and swallow rhythmically during feeding, it is normal for them to pause occasionally. Let them take the lead during feedings. They will decide how much milk to take in. Just follow their feeding pace. Sometimes they will need a break from feeding. If milk starts spilling from your baby's mouth, it's time for a rest. Other than milk spilling from their mouth, splayed fingers and toes. Not sucking, pushing the bottle away, and turning the head are all signs that it is time to remove the teat and give your babies a break. Do not tap or shake the bottle to force them to take in more milk. Try burping your babies during breaks. If they want more milk, they will start sucking on the teat again. Try switching arms you are holding your babies in after the break so they can see their surroundings from different angles. Signs that your babies are full and you can stop feeding include closing of the mouth, letting go or spitting out the teat, arching the back, turning of the head, or even relaxing and falling asleep. Your baby's appetite will vary from meal to meal and day to day. As babies stop feeding when full, they sometimes drink less than usual. Dispose of leftover milk. Here are some more important feeding do's and don'ts. Never use towels or pillows to prop up feeding bottles, or leave babies unattended during feedings to eliminate the risk of choking or suffocation. Letting babies sleep with a bottle in their mouth is another no-no, as they will start associating bottles with sleep and will have difficulty dozing off without it. It can also cause cavities when they start teething. To recap, follow your baby's hunger and fullness cues when feeding. Keep bottles as horizontal as possible during feedings to keep the tip of the teat filled with milk, following your baby's feeding pace. These are the keys to responsive feeding. This video is produced by the Family Health Service of the Department of Health.